It's 9 p.m. in Austin, Texas. All amateur radio traffic, please stand by. The Oak Hill Friday Night Trivia Net is about to begin. If there is any emergency or priority traffic, please come with your name and call sign now. Nothing heard. Well, welcome to Friday night and the weekend. You're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5VBS. I'll be your net control for tonight. I'm transmitting from my QTH in Northwest Austin to the 441775 repeater. I'm doing that because, believe it or not, Amazon delivered our new cellular internet gear to Chris, but they sent it to the wrong house. So he got a picture of it with the wrong door. So now we got to find that thing. So hopefully it will be here this weekend, but you never know. Tonight's Trivia Net will be a hybrid net using the N5OAK, KA5D, and W5LCR repeater systems, as well as an online trivia game. We currently have the bingo machine turned on. We'll be shutting that down soon enough. To check in to tonight's Trivia Net, all you'll need is a smartphone, tablet, or any computer with a web browser. I'll give you a few seconds to run to your computer or grab your device before we tell you where to go. And while you're doing that, just a reminder to see all the frequencies the Friday Night Trivia Net is transmitting over. Visit n5oak.org, ka5d.com, or crhrc.org. For our Oak Hill Club members, we have our very own Friday Night Net channel on the Discord, so swing by and join everybody there. We already got Rick throwing out some shade, so it's good to see that Rick is at least listening. We got the Kentucky drag boat races going on over in the video net, so if you want to watch some speedboats go by and maybe crash, because, you know, that's the best part of that whole thing, go join us on the video nets. We got Scott, KI5OBD. I bet you money he's filling up his drink. But I see the chair and the disco lights, so the video net is up and running. And now that you have your device, open a web browser and go to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign. If your XYL or kids would like to play along, just sign them in from their device. This also applies to all of you that are studying for your license. If you can hear my voice, you're welcome to play, and we would love to see you in the game tonight. Tonight's trivia game will be divided up into 4 rounds. Every round contains 10 questions worth 100 points each. Tonight's rounds are as follows. Round 1 is all about HBO. Round 2 is all about Kentucky Fried Chicken. Round 3, the U.S. National Parks. For those of you that do POTA, hopefully you'll do well in that. And round 4, the music round. Don't tell Sammy. It's all about punk rock. After each round, we'll have a short intermission to aid in drink refills and take care of all bodily functions. As always, questions, comments, and friendly taunting are always welcome during gameplay. At the conclusion of tonight's trivia game, everyone will get sent home in style by our final elimination round. One wrong answer and you'll be officially done for the night, so make sure you pace yourself on those adult beverages. With all that said, I'm going to see if anyone has any questions before we get tonight's Trivia Net underway. If you do, please come with your name and call sign now. Nothing heard. All right, let's shut down the old bingo and see who's doing what. Look at that. Ben, KI5RBT is in the number 1 spot, 169 points. Oh, no, Rick. Rick hopped up there. Way to go, Rick. Check that out, man. We don't see him forever, and now you're number 1 on the bingo. Let's see, we got, 16 people playing bingo. So we're going to move over into the official Friday Night Trivia Net. It's going to ask you to log in yet one more time. And if you would, please make your name and your call sign look like those over there on the right. I certainly would appreciate it. And once again, if you'd like to play along tonight, you can join the game at any time. You don't have to wait for a round to be over. Just open a web browser on your smartphone, tablet, or computer and go to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. We need your name and your call sign, and we need it to look like that thing over there on the right. We've got 21 players. Check it out. 21 players hanging out with us, already 22. All right, way to go, and welcome to the Friday Night TriviaNet. Ooh, just went up to 25. Yeah, buddy, we got everybody back in school routines. Every week we give away amazing door prizes for those of you that check in on time. Tonight's prize, guess what? It's a free membership to the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Let's spin the wheel and see who the big winners will be tonight. And a big congratulations to all our lucky winners. After the game tonight, head over to n5oak.org and sign up to become a member. We have the welcome team standing by waiting to approve your complimentary membership as well as request to join the Discord community. For those of you who are new and haven't checked into the TriviaNet before, we're going to run through a practice question real quick to show you how the game works. So get ready, because we're about to show you how this thing's going to go down. Questions will be read over the repeater and displayed on your device. Once the question has been read aloud, the answers will appear. All players will have 15 seconds to make a choice, but the longer it takes to choose an answer, the fewer points you will get. Also, remember to choose wisely, as you only get one shot to answer the question. And once the timer runs out, the correct answer will be revealed, as well as what everybody else thought it was. For those of you that like to keep up with your score, it's that number located at the top left of your screen, and it will always be available during gameplay. Now that everyone understands how the game works, let's see who has checked into the net so far tonight. So it looks like we got Daniel, W5TAB, hanging out with us in Georgetown. We have our very own Miresto hanging out in East Austin, KI5SYX and KI5PZN. Jared, N5AFC, I got to meet him at the Old Man Breakfast last Saturday. Good to meet you, Jared. Norman, N5ZOT, Dave, KI5STT, all the way down in Buda. We got Russ, W5ISH, he's in Edna, Texas. We got Holly back, W5LUL. Where you been, Holly? Holly's out in Buda. We got Steve, KG5LAA in Burnett, Texas. Oh, and we got Incognito back. I love it when Incognito plays. And we got to say hi to Scott, KI5OBD. He's hanging out in Kyle, Texas. We got Trina and Doug, KG5UNK, although Trina's the brains of the operation, so she's the only one playing tonight. They're up in North Austin. Oh, yay, we got Sally, KI5RXT back. We got John and Diane, KE5RS. Emily and Brandon, yeah, KI5MVE. They're hanging out in Cedar Park. We got Ashley and Jeffrey. Oh, they've combined efforts to KI5MVF. They're down in South Austin. We got Joshua, W5MVD. He's in Gerald, Texas. Rick, AI5A, just got it in, man. Gotham City. He's hanging out with Batman. Jack, KI5TKR, is in Bernie, Texas. I think you're our first Bernie, Texas. Good for you, man. We got Leonard and Leslie, KI5NLC. They are playing separately, and they're hanging out in Wimberley tonight. Philip, AC5G, is in East Austin, and he's also got a fox loose around Travis County. So if you don't have anything else going on later this weekend, go Fox on that thing. We got Bill, KI5WNK, he's out in Dripping Springs. We got Kent and Ben, KI5RBT, they're out in Paflugerville. And just for you, Kent, we got Bill, W5ITZ, he's in Ganada, Texas. How about that? That work for you? And Aaron, AI5HP down in Buda. We have Ha. And Ha is really my nephew, so we're going to change his name real quick to Fart Bucket, because that's what I like. We got Fart Bucket hanging out with us. We got Thomas, KI5OMW as well, out in Edna, Texas. So that's 28 people. 28 people hanging out so far. It's not too late. We're about to get this started. So if you're out there and you're listening and you're thinking, hey, this sounds kind of fun, n5oak.org, click on the Trivia Net tab, scroll down, click on that green button, and you can be hanging out with us. 28 people. Let's get everybody moved over into round number one. Round number one is all about HBO. For those of you back in the day that had cable, back when it was amazing. All right. It's almost time to get this thing going. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands on your buzzers. The Friday Night Trivia Net will begin in T-minus 10 seconds. Here we go. Question number one. What comic starred in the very first HBO comedy special? All right, let's see what you think. Number one answer is George Carlin, followed by Richard Pryor, Robert Klein, and David Brenner. So what was the first comic that starred on the very first HBO comedy special? I would have gone with George Carlin, and I would have been wrong, because the correct answer is Robert Klein. Two people got this right. Only two. One of those being Kent, KI5RBT, and the other one being Aaron, AI5HP. Let's go talk to Aaron and see. Were you guessing at this one, man, or did you know this one for sure?
Yeah, this was a little bit of a guess. I mean, I knew it wasn't George Carlin because George Carlin, everybody thinks that George Carlin was the first SNL guy.
Roger, man. What about you, Kent, KI5RBT? Did you know this one back in your dictionary of trivia?
It was an educated guess because I always liked Robert Klein, not David Brenner. I love Carlin and Pryor, of course, but I remember Klein being on HBO all the time. It seemed like. KI5RBT.
Yeah, you know, I never was big on David Brenner either, but it's just me. So airing in 1975, the first HBO comedy special was An Evening with Robert Klein. Klein would go on to produce numerous solo comedy specials for HBO, most recently the 2010 with Robert Klein, Unfair and Unbalanced. All right, guys, let's see how you do on question number two. Which of these premium cable networks is considered HBO's sister station? Half of you with Showtime. Wow. Skinamax coming in second, Stars number 3, and the Movie Channel coming in number 4. So which of these is considered HBO's sister station? Half of you can't be wrong, but you are, because Skinamax is it. Initially developed as a companion to HBO to focus on recent and classic films, Skinamax launched on August 1st, 1980. 1980. All right. Question number 3 in our HBO round. What was the first program to air on HBO when it launched in 1972? Oh, looks like we might be calling shenanigans on this one. Let's see. 44% said it was a boxing match. Movie coming in second, comedy special third, and a hockey game dead last. The correct answer is a hockey game. And the only two that got that right have a K, a 5, an R, a B, and a T in their call signs. So that was Kent and Ben. And yes, I know I missed the I, but, you know. And Kent says it was a guess. I love it. Everybody thinks Kent's a cheater, but we all know he's just brilliant. Question number 4. What was the first HBO original series to win the Emmy Award for Outstanding Comedy? So I totally would have gone with the Larry Sanders Show. I love that, so I would have picked that for sure. That's coming in number 1. Curb Your Enthusiasm coming in second. Sex and the City third. And it took all the way to the last minute for Entourage to get just 1 vote. So let's see. Are the Larry Sanders Show people correct? Negative. It was Sex in the City. Let's see, we got 2 people that got this right. One of those being Sally, KI5RXT, and the other one being Emily and Brandon, KI5MVE. So let's go talk to Sally, KI5RXT. Sally, it's good to have you with us tonight. Did you know this for sure, or were you just pushing buttons?
Hey, Rusty and everybody on the net. You know, actually, that's the only thing that I knew. I didn't know anything else, so that's why I pushed that, and I guess I got lucky.
Yeah, no doubt. I would not have picked Sex in the City just because it's so late in life, you know, as far as HBO is considered. I figured something else would have got it. Let's see if Emily knew that. KI5MVE. Did you know that for certain? Well, it looks like Emily is receive only tonight, so congrats to Emily and Brandon for making that. I know that really was Brandon. I know Brandon's a big Sex in the City watcher. So, question number 5. What legendary boxing match was the first program to air when HBO switched its signal to satellite in 1975? Well, it's a pretty even split here between this is just for you, Kent. The Thrilla and Manila are the Rumble in the Jungle. Let's see, we also got the Fight of the Century and the Brawl in Montreal. Let's see, the 40% split, like one of y'all's right for sure. Let's see which one it is. It is the Thrilla in Manila, or as Kent would say, the Thrilla in Manila. There you go, just for you, Kent. Oh, Kent, this is way too much fun. All right, so we're halfway through. Let's throw up the scoreboard, see who's doing what. Oh, check it out. It is the Trivia Robot, KI5RVT in the number 1 spot. Ben, the little mini-me, coming in second, and Bill, W5ITZ, in the number 3 spot. While y'all are checking out your scores, we got to let everybody know that you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5VBS. I am your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign. Or if you're like my nephew, just sign in as Fart Bucket. We're open to anything and everybody. Make it happen. So for those of you that are new and have never played along, question number 6 is where you get to put those points, all those points, Rick. You put all those points to use. Bet as many or as few points as you want. See how you can do on question number 6. Either way, y'all place your bets. All right, here we go. What was the first live non-sports event broadcast on HBO in 1973? Oh, let's see. Y'all are going with the Pink Floyd concert, followed by the Metropolitan Opera Polka Festival, and then a launch of the Mariner 10 spacecraft. So let's see. Let's see who got this right. It was a polka festival. The network's first live event that was non-sports related was coverage of the 1973 Pennsylvania Polka Festival. The 3-hour broadcast did not go over well, big surprise, and the number of HBO subscribers dropped by roughly 42%. So we got a pair of Bills in there that knew this. We got KI5WNK, we got W5ITZ, and we got the little mini-me, Ben, KI5RBT. They got that right. So I'm going to go talk to Bill, KI5WNK. I don't think we have spoken. I think this is your first Trivia Net. Tell me, are you a polka fan? All right, nothing from Bill. Let's go talk to the other Bill, W5ITZ. I know ITZ's a polka fan. Bill, you knew this one, didn't you?
Hey, Rusty, I thought it would be obvious with my last name, the national music of my heritage.
Bill is voting with his people. And good for you on that. So, with 3 people, and congrats on that for you, Ben. Ben got that right. Kent had no idea what was going on. So, let's see what we got. That put Bill, W5ITZ, in the number 1 spot. Way to go, man. Bill got 184 points out of that. Ben, a little mini-me, KI5RBT, coming in the second spot. He got 107 off of that. And Joshua, W5MVD, got 82 points. There's a lot of zeros on there, guys. I don't know what's going on here, but congrats to all of our polka people. Question number 7. What was the first original weekly series produced by HBO? Side with you, Scott. I don't remember HBO until, 80s and 90s. So this early, I didn't know it was around so early. All right, let's see what y'all think. Looks like Inside the NFL is coming in number 1, The Hitchhiker second, First and 10 third, and Backstage in Hollywood. So what was the first original weekly series produced by HBO? Are y'all right? You are indeed. While all of these were early series programmed by HBO, the first and the only one still on the air, though it was moved first to Showtime and then to Paramount Plus, was Inside the NFL, which launched in 1977. So Inside the NFL is as old as I am, and to my knowledge, I've never heard of it. So somebody over at HBO needs to fix that, or not. I don't really care about sports, so that's probably why. Question number 8. What long-running HBO program has been called the first sports-based reality series in history? Well, just a little over half of you think it's Hard Knocks. Let's see if y'all are right. You are indeed. With its 17th season premiering in August 2022, Hard Knocks follows the National Football League team through training camp and its preparation for the upcoming season. The series dives into both the personal and professional lives of players and staff and focuses on rookies making the transition to the NFL. Question number 9 in our HBO round. What HBO series is credited as the predecessor to such satirical programming as The Daily Show and The Colbert Report? So I have no idea what in the world. Let's see. Y'all are thinking not necessarily the news was the answer. The Larry Sanders Show coming in second. Mr. Show with Bob and David third. Nobody picked on Vice News tonight. That must have sounded like too much of a real thing. So let's see. 65% of you got it right. Not necessarily the news served as the first credited professional writing gig for Conan O'Brien, Greg Daniels, Al Jean, and Mike Reese, all of whom went on to write for The Simpsons. Question number 10, and the end of our fantastic HBO round. To date, which HBO scripted series has aired the most episodes? So, looks like Curb Your Enthusiasm is where y'all were headed. Number 2 coming in at Game of Thrones. Then we got Entourage and True Blood. True Blood looks like something that would be on like the CW network, like the pretty people that you want to watch and you just don't turn the sound up. Let's see if y'all are right. Curb Your Enthusiasm. You are correct. First airing in 2000, Curb Your Enthusiasm has aired 110 episodes over 11 seasons. The next scripted series on the list is Entourage with 96 episodes. All right. Well, that's going to do it for round number 1. Let's fire up the old scoreboard and see Mini-Me coming in at the number 1 spot with 8 out of 10 correct. Way to go, Ben. We got Bill, W5ITZ, in the number 2 spot, and Kent, KI5RVT, in the number 3 spot. So let's see if Ben is going to give us any kind of anything. Ben, which one's got you, man?
I don't even know, but I just trusted my gut for most of it.
Well, man, you ought to sell probiotics because your gut is in good shape, let me tell you. So, congratulations, man. Let's go talk to Bill, W5ITZ. He got Well, you got half of them right. So, which one's got you, man?
Hey, Rusty, there were several of them that I thought I knew, and I was wrong. I was confident that Carlin was the first comedy special, and that one was wrong. I went with Boxing Match for the first sports program, or the first aired program, and that one was wrong. But I bet big on the bonus question, and that really helped me. W5ITZ.
See, that's where betting pays off. Like, you know, even if you don't know, in the event that you do know, it's all good. Well, let's go talk to Kent, KI5RBT. He got 7 out of 10 right, 350 points. Kent, man, which one's got you?
Wait for Ben to stop talking about himself, how great he is. The comedy series, I still say Sex and the City is not a comedy series. Of course, I couldn't watch it. I missed the first non-sports event. I mean, polka, the only polka I really like is Weird Al. And the long-running sports program, reality program, I had to guess. I guessed Eyes on the Prize, and it was not right. I think that's all I missed. KI5RBT.
Right on, man. Well, hey, you're still number 3, so there's plenty of room to go from there. All right, well, there's all of round number 1. Let's go and move everybody over into our first intermission. See if I can push the right button to make that all happen. So we're going to take a quick intermission so that everybody can take care of business, i.e. get a drink refill. During intermissions, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, you can check in to tonight's TriviaNet at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign. You can be playing against Fart Bucket, and there's nothing better than winning against the little Fart Bucket, let me tell you. All right, we're going to fire up the old intermission. If you have any questions or concerns, please come with your name and call sign now. Well, that's going to do it for our first intermission. Let's get everybody moved over into round number 2. Round number 2 is all about Kentucky Fried Chicken. And y'all better watch out because the fart bucket knows a thing or two about Kentucky Fried Chicken. So, all right, but you know the drill. Before we can get round number 2 started, we got to let you know you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your name. And if you don't have a call sign and you're just hanging out listening, just tell us your name. That's all we need. We got 23 people hanging out with us in round number 2. So let's fire this thing up and see how y'all do with a little KFC round. Question number 1. What was Colonel Sanders' first name? Well, a whopping 74% went with Harlan. We got Clarence coming in second, Clyde number 3. Nobody picked Wayne. Nobody wants Wayne Sanders as a colonel. I don't get it. Let's see if y'all are right. Yeah, Harlan. Harlan David Sanders was born in Henryville, Indiana in 1890. He was first commissioned as a Kentucky colonel in 1935 and then again in 1950. Before the Chicken Empire brought him where he is today. Question number 2. Who was the first celebrity to portray Colonel Sanders in a series of 2015 commercials for KFC? Well, the one thing you're certain of, it was not Rob Lowe. Daryl Hammond coming in first, followed by Jason Alexander and Jim Gaffigan. The correct answer is Daryl Hammond. Former Saturday Night Live player and current announcer Daryl Hammond was the first actor brought in to play Colonel Sanders in a series of the 2015 KFC commercials. All right, question number 3. In one of social media's more clever stunts, KFC's Twitter account follows fewer than a dozen accounts, including each member of this. Oh, let's see. Half of y'all think, more than half of you think it's the Spice Girls. The Dixie Chicks coming in second. The Birds. Nobody picked on Jimmy's Chicken Shack. No telling. All right, so let's see. Is it the Spice Girls? It is indeed. Famously, the KFC Twitter account follows 6 random men named Herb, as well as all the Spice Girls. Get it? 11 herbs and spices. All right, question number 4. What KFC creation was dubbed the unhealthiest sandwich ever by the website 538?
You forgot to press S, Rusty.
That's what you're for, man. I got a text from Fart Bucket, and he's wondering when it's going to start. So little man is not even playing. So yeah, I got distracted. Thanks, Ernesto. All right, see, I'm getting used to having game control, where I just get to like read and stare off into space. All right, let's see what we think. Double down. Number one answer. Kentucky roast beef coming in second. Cheetos sandwich. That sounds awesome to me. And the cheese top burger. So which of these things is just horrible on your arteries? It is the double down. The double down. The double down was nefarious in its unhealthiness, with 2 slices of cheese, 2 rations of bacon, and the Colonel sauce sandwich between 2 pieces of breaded chicken. The KFC double down had the same number of calories as the Big Mac, but get this, it had more than twice the amount of cholesterol and roughly 33% more fat and sodium. That thing sounds like a killer for sure. I'm surprised it's not still on the menu. All right, question number 5. What 1980s comedy features the KFC-inspired line, "What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken?" Gotta wait all the way till the end, man. These things are coming in. Let's see. Y'all think Spaceballs is the answer. Hot Shot second, Airplane third, and Clue coming in fourth. So what movie was this in? Yeah, it was Spaceballs. The line is said by Dark Helmet to Colonel Sanders in the 1987 movie Spaceballs. All right, so that's question number 5. Let's fire up the old scoreboard. We got the Kent KI5 RBT, our very own trivia robot, and number 1, Aaron AI5 HP in the number 2 spot, and Steve KG5 LAA coming in third. While y'all are doing that, we got to let everybody know that you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5VBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. We're in round number 2. We're halfway through round number 2. So you still got 5 questions here and 2 more rounds to go. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign. You could be hanging out with us. Question number 6 is coming up next, so you know what to do. Place your bets. All right, let's see if y'all can figure this one out. In what country has KFC become a Christmas tradition? So just for betting's sake, I would have gone with Australia. I don't know why, but I would have gone with Australia. Y'all went with Japan, so that's where your money is. Finland coming in second, and we had a tie for Australia and Brazil for third and fourth. So in what country has KFC become a Christmas tradition? Well, it looks like 81% of you were correct. It is Japan. The exact reason why KFC is a Christmas tradition in Japan remains open to debate, but in the days leading up to the holiday, the restaurants will have lines out the door. All right, so 81% of you got that right. Let's see what that did. We got Kent, KI5 RBT in the number 1 spot. We got Incognito in the number 2 spot. He's sharing that with Jared, N5AFC, 570 points. And in the number 3 spot, we've got, I guess that would be Jared. And then Aaron, AI5HP in the number 4. So 81% of you got that right. There's a lot of green on that scoreboard. 337 points, though. Number 1 for Kent. Way to go, Kent. Question number 7. In what western U.S. state did the first Kentucky Fried Chicken franchise open in 1952? Let's see what y'all think. California, the number 1 answer, followed by Utah, Nevada, and Oregon. So in what western U.S. state did the first Kentucky Fried Chicken franchise open in 1952? Survey says Utah. Utah is correct. In 1952, Colonel Sanders franchised his recipe to a friend, Pat Harmon, who operated one of the largest restaurants in South Salt Lake, Utah. A sign painter coined the name Kentucky Fried Chicken, and Harmon trademarked the phrase, "It's finger-licking good." Question number 8. What restaurant chain was founded by the same man who developed KFC's iconic red and white striped bucket? Let's see what you think. Y'all are going with Wendy's. Wendy's in the number 1 spot. Jack in the Box coming in second, followed by Burger King and Subway. So let's see who it was. It was Wendy's. Starting in the mid-1950s, good old Dave Thomas worked with Colonel Sanders to help make KFC more profitable. After falling out with the company in the late 1960s, Thomas would go on to found Wendy's in 1969. Question number 9 in this KFC round. What annual occasion is KFC's busiest day of the year? Oh, man, numbers are changing on me. Let's see. Super Bowl Sunday coming in number 1, followed by Mother's Day, Black Friday, and New Year's Day. So what is KFC's busiest day of the year? It is Mother's Day. I grew up in the restaurant business. Our busiest day was Mother's Day because Dads never cook. Father's Day, everybody stays home because Mom's got it under control. But Mother's Day, you go out. That's just the way it is. You got to take Mom out and show her how much you love her. So you take her to KFC and get her some finger-licking good chicken. Question number 10 in the end of our fantabulous KFC round. What one-of-a-kind gift did KFC once bestow upon TV and radio personality Carson Daly? So y'all are saying it's the cufflinks. Chicken nugget cufflinks are what they gave old Carson Daly. We got a tie for second and third with chicken scented cologne and gravy colored tie, and the chicken strip watch coming in fourth. Let's see who's right. Yes, those y'all picked it. The chicken nugget cufflinks. In 2014, KFC teamed with a florist to create drumstick corsages that young women could wear to prom. When Daly commented that they should have a similar option for men, the brand created and sent him a pair of chicken nugget cufflinks. I figured it'd be better to have like the bucket, the KFC bucket cufflinks, but what do I know? All right, so that's the end of round number 2. Let's see how everybody did. Here we got Kent, the trivia robot, in the number 1 spot, 746 points. We got Jared, N5AFC, in the number 2 spot, and good old Incognito coming in third. Oh, if only we knew who it was. Let's go talk to Kent, KI5RBT. You missed 4 in this one, man, and you still managed to come out in first. How the world did you do that?
I probably the bet. This is. I told Ben at the beginning of this one that this is going to be a horrible one for me. I missed the celebrity commercials because all I can remember was Norm from Saturday Night Live on there. He did a great one. I also missed the first state it opened up in the West, and of course I missed the Mother's Day and then the Couplings one. So I'm surprised I did as good as I did. AI5 RBT.
Right on, man. Yeah, it's it's one of those things, and the betting question definitely helps you out. Well, let's go talk to Jared, N5AFC. Jared only missed 2. He got 713 points. Which one's got you, Jared?
To be honest, I don't even remember. It's just been kind of blind luck and the going with the gut. I lived in Japan for a year. Okay, so that's what I picked. My mom used to live in Utah, so okay, that's what I picked. And I think the thing that helped me was betting it all on the bet question because I've never done that before, and I can't even remember what it was, but I lucked out. N5 AFC.
Yeah, man, the bet question was Japan. And, there you go, Japan and Utah. You just know what you know, and you go with it, and this happened to work out for you. Well, let's see if Incognito wants to come and talk to us. Maybe not. Let's see. Incognito, you out there? Still remaining incognito. All right, well, let me see how that goes. All right, well, congrats to our top 3 players. Let's add up all the scores of both rounds and see who's doing what. We got Kent, KI5RBT, in the number 1 spot. Bill, W5ITZ, way to go, Bill, the number 2 spot. And Jared, N5AFC. So while you're checking out your scores, we're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, you can check in to tonight's TriviaNet at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign. We got 29 people hanging out with us. That is fantastic for this Friday night. We'll get you moved over into our second intermission and fire that off. If you have any questions or concerns, please come with your name and call sign now.
Paul, KA5FCU.
Oh my goodness, we got Paul on the air. What's going on, man?
I'm just getting things ready for that. I understand we got a double hunt tomorrow. Just getting things ready. Ernesto wanted me to put a rig in the car where I could talk to him. So that's what I did this evening. Got my throwdown in here. And is he out there tonight? I just want to make sure I can get out.
He is indeed. Ernesto, KI5PZN. Say hi to Paul.
Hey, Paul, I'm listening. It's KI5PZN. It's nice to hear you.
Roger, good to hear you too. Well, I got a rig. I guess it'd be all right to talk on this frequency tomorrow, and that should work for us, wouldn't it?
Well, if we talk here, we will have a trail for the fox.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I'm not going to stay. I just want to make sure I'm getting out, getting everything loaded in the truck, get ready for breakfast in the morning, and we'll go see if we can find both those foxes tomorrow. I'll let y'all go. Thanks for letting me in there. KA5FZU. We're out.
Roger, Paul. You need to come and play trivia with us some night, man. It's always good to hear you on here, man. Have a good night, and good luck on the Foxes this weekend.
Hi, Paul. I'll see you tomorrow, too. Scat5PZN.
Roger, roger. Kilo Charlie 5, Whiskey Uniform Alpha.
Go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. Just wanted to check in this evening. Name's Jesse in Victoria, Texas. And picking y'all up pretty good down here. KC5WA, Net.
Well, very good, sir. We have a whole trivia game going on online. If you want to come in and play trivia along with us, you can head over to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab, and then scroll down and click on the big green button. You can play on your phone, your tablet, your computer, anything that you want, and we would love to have you in the game tonight, sir.
Sounds fantastic. Yeah, I'm mobile at the moment here, trying to get back to the house, but I appreciate it. Just wanted to see if I could get out there and check in there. Name here is Jesse, Kilo Charlie 5, Whiskey Uniform Alpha.
All right, man. Good to have you along for the drive, and hopefully we'll get to see you in the game once you get to your QH. We're going to move you into round number 3. Round number 3 is all about the U.S. National Parks. For those of you that do POTA or SOTA, hopefully this will help out a little. But before we get into that, we got to let you know, just like we told Jesse, you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's TriviaNet at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign, and you can be hanging out with us. We've got 29 people playing trivia. Imagine that, 29 people hanging out playing. We got U.S. National Parks coming up in our next round, so we're going to give just a few more seconds for everybody to get in. We're going to let the repeaters take a breath real quick, and when we come back, we will be in round number 3. All right, here we go. Question number 1. Which of these United States national parks was established first? Let's see what you think. Yellowstone's coming in number 1, followed by Yosemite, Grand Canyon, and Crater Lake. Let's see. Yellowstone correct? It is. In 1872, President Ulysses S. Grant signed a bill establishing Yellowstone as the first U.S. national park. Question number 2. What U.S. president created the National Park Service in 1916? So y'all are totally going with old Roosevelt. Y'all think Roosevelt is it. We got Woodrow Wilson coming in second. We got Warren Harding third. Nobody picked on Taft. The correct answer, those is picked on Roosevelt? Is that? No. It's the ones that picked Wilson. 4 of you got that right. While Theodore Roosevelt created 5 national parks and 18 national monuments, it was Woodrow Wilson who established the National Park Service in 1916. I don't think Jared liked that question. Question number 3. The lowest elevation glacier in the continental United States is Carbon Glacier, and it's in this national park. So y'all are going for Glacier National Park, which makes total sense, right? That's probably where I would have head. Mount Rainier coming in second, Olympic third, and North Cascades number 4. So the lowest elevation glacier in the continental United States is Carbon Glacier, and it is in Mount Rainier. Mount Rainier, located on the north slope of Mount Rainier. Carbon Glacier is about 3,500 feet above sea level, making it the lowest elevation in the contiguous United States. Question number 4. In what month is National Public Lands Day recognized? When admission to all U.S. national parks is free. I did not know this was a thing. So, looks like half of you went with April. We got September coming in second, August 3rd, January in the trailing. Let's see, when do we get into free national parks? It's in September. Ooh, it's coming up. So established in 1994, the held annually on the fourth Saturday in September. National Public Lands Day celebrates the connection between people and green space in their community. In 2022, National Public Land Day falls on September 24th. So for those of you that want to go and enjoy a national park for free, September 24th, get out there and do it. Question number 5, and halfway through the U.S. National Parks round, which national park served as the principal shooting location for 1969's Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid? We got a tie for first between Carlsbad Caverns and Zion National Park. Guadalupe Mountain National Park came in third, and Kings Canyon came in fourth. So let's see, where was this movie shot? It was in Zion National Park. Check it out. Many of the scenes from Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid were filmed at locations in Utah, including Zion National Park and the nearby ghost town of Grafton. That was done in 1969. All right, so that's halfway through, man. We're just zipping through round number 3. We got Kent, KI5RBT in the number 1 spot. We got Sally, KI5RXT. Way to go, Sally, in the number 2 spot. And Daniel, W5TAB, in the number 3 spot. So y'all check out your scores, and while you're doing that, we got to let you know you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK.
My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign. You can be hanging out. We got 29 people playing trivia tonight. 29 people. Question number 6 is next, and you know what that means. It's time to place your bets. All right, for all you Roosevelt fans, in 1906, Theodore Roosevelt proclaimed Wyoming's blank tower as the first national monument. All the points got tallied up. We hit up all the buttons. The Devil's Tower coming in as number 1. Granite Tower number 2. Golden Tower number 3. And the Angel's Tower number 4. So what did Mr. Roosevelt proclaim as the first national monument? It was indeed the Devil's Tower. All right, so let's see. 77% of you got that right, so that's going to be anybody's guess. Oh, look, that put Dave, KI5STT, in the number 1 spot. That bumped Kit down, KI5RBT in the number 2 spot, and Ashley and Jeffrey, KI5MVF in the number 3 spot. All right, Dave got 207 points out of that one. Way to go, Dave. All right, let's see what question number 7 is going to do for y'all. Which of these is not one of Alaska's 8 national parks? Number 1 answer on the board is Lake Clark National Park. 52% of you think it's that. The Acadia National Park coming in 2nd, Glacier Bay 3rd, and Denali National Park number 4. Which of these is not one of Alaska's 8 national parks? Survey says the Acadia National Park is correct. The Acadia National Park in Maine was created from private-owned parcels donated by local residents and wealthy summer visitors. So there you have it. I knew Denali was there, but I didn't know about the other 2. So the only one that I knew was there was Denali. Question number 8. Which of these parks is also recognized as a UNESCO designated World Heritage Site? I've actually been to this place. All right, so let's see. Y'all are going with Mesa Verde, and then we got the Badlands, Bryce Canyon, and Mount Rainier yet again. So let's see which one of these is correct. Mesa Verde is it, consisting of over 4,000 archaeological sites of the ancestral Puebloan people. Mesa Verde National Park is a UNESCO designated World Heritage Site. I got to go there as a kid. I even got back in the day, you go to the souvenir shop and you could get the slideshow with the tape, the cassette tape that would like boop every time you were supposed to change the slide. Good old school tech. Question number 9. Which of these is the least visited national park in the United States? So over half of you went with Gates of the Arctic National Park and Preserve. And with over 52%, you can't be wrong, can you? No, you are correct. So this particular park in Alaska is the northernmost national park in the United States, situated entirely north of the Arctic Circle. Though the park is the second largest in the U.S., it has no roads or trails, and it is the least visited park in the country. Could not imagine why. All right, let's wrap up this round with question number 10. In December 2020, New River Gorge, and this became the 63rd U.S. National Park. Oh, man, from all the way to number 4, Tennessee made it number 1. Tennessee is the number 1 answer here, followed by West Virginia, Kentucky, and Virginia. So where in the world is this? It is indeed in West Virginia. The New River Gorge National Park and Preserve in West Virginia was established in 1978 as a national river and redesignated in 2020. So that's going to do it for round number 3. Let's add up the scores and see how we're doing. Oh, check it out. We got Ashley and Jeffrey, KI5MVF in the number 1 spot. Joshua, W5MVD in the number 2 spot. And oh, man, Incognito of all the times to be Incognito. And we got Punk Music coming in 3rd, man. He's going to be so unimpressed. Let's go talk to Ashley and Jeffrey, or just Ashley. KI5MVF. Y'all missed 4. Which one's got you?
Good evening, Rusty. Yeah, just Ashley here. Jeffrey was snoring for pretty much all of that round, so I'm not letting him take any of the credit. I said Theodore Roosevelt for the president. I missed the Carbon Glacier question. I had no idea on Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. And then I got the last one wrong about New River Gorge. I knew it was either Virginia or West Virginia, but I couldn't remember which one. But I am a massive national park junkie, so I really enjoyed this round.
Well, I'm glad we could help you out there, and congrats on the number 1 spot. Let's go talk to Joshua, W5MVD, see which ones he got wrong. He only missed 4 in here. Joshua, how are you, man?
Hey, I'm doing all right. I missed that Roosevelt question like everybody else, and the other ones I honestly don't remember. I've been going back and forth between this and trying to get FT8 back and running.
Right on, man. Doing a little trivia net and a little HF. Gotta love it. All right, well, Incognito is in number 3, but he didn't want to talk to us, so let's go talk to Sally, KI5RXT. Sally only missed 3 as well. And Sally, I think the second time or third time I ever talked to you, you were out and I think, was it Big Bend? You were doing some parks on the air out there. So do you consider yourself a U.S. National Parks gal?
Well, I consider myself a parks gal. I was a professional outdoor guide for 10 years, 4 of those in Alaska, so I got those Alaska questions, and I work on conservation land now. So yeah, huge public land advocate. But I gotta say, Rusty, that Devil's Tower question, I pushed it like immediately, and it said I got 0 points. I think I pushed it too fast, and that happened on a KFC question, so I guess I'm too quick for my own good. But yeah, that was a super fun round, and let's see how I do on punk rock. KI5RXT.
That's very cool. So sorry that the game doesn't like the old quick draw, but wow, so 10 years you were a guide out in Alaska. That is super cool. So I have to ask, what got you into that, and how do you get into that?
Well, that's a very long answer. Always been interested in the outdoors. Worked out west for many years, and then ended up as a river guide in southeast Alaska. I spent 4 years up there, and then finally came back home to Texas. But yeah, it's with my college degree, which is history, which has absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with the direction that I went. Yeah, it just kind of happened that way. I don't regret it, but I did end up in Texas, and the middle of Texas, so there's not a lot of national parks here. I got to drive pretty far.
Thanks for sharing. That's one thing I love about the Trivia Net. We get to find out all kinds of fun facts about people in our neighborhoods. So thanks for sharing, Sally. Well, we're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. But before we do that, let's throw up the scoreboard and see who y'all are got to beat. Kent, KI5 RBT in the number 1 spot. Oh, Ashley is in the number 2 spot. And Incognito hanging out in the number 3 spot. So once again, we're going to take a quick intermission so you can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, if you're hanging out there and you don't really know what's going on, you can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. We're done with round number 3. We got one whole round to go, and then the elimination round, which is really fun. It's just our way to kick you out and send you home. And if you want to join, all you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. You can hang out. We got 29 people hanging out with us, so there's plenty of people to come and hang out. Our next round's all about punk rock, so it should be kind of fun. We're going to fire up round 3 intermission. If you have any questions or concerns, please come with your name and call sign now. Well, that's going to do it for round number 3 intermission. So hope you got your drinks all topped off. I want to go talk to Jack, KI5TKR. He's out in Bernie, Texas. I'm pretty sure this is the first Trivia Net that he's ever been a part of. And I'm pretty sure this is the same Jack that just joined us on Facebook. So Jack, if you're out there, welcome to the group, and thanks for hanging out with us. And tell us, how'd you stumble upon the club and get introduced? Well, I have a feeling he's out in Bernie, Texas, so I don't know how he could hear us unless he's on the stream, on the YouTube, or maybe Echo Link. But Jack, if you're out there and you're listening to me, you need to come join us on Discord and come hang out with us there. You can do that just if you go to the n5oak.org page, and all of you, for a matter of fact, if you're not on our Discord, come hang out with us, because that's where all the chatter's going. And like I said, we're watching the Kentucky drag boat races on the video net. We got Scott hanging out with us in his magical chair of LEDs, and John and Diane. So come join us on Discord. Go to the website, n5oak.org. Scroll down and you'll see the Discord. You'll see all the people that are on the Discord. And the bottom, you'll see a join now. And we've got lots of people on the welcome committee standing by that can approve your account on that and get you in here. And then you can totally be a part of the club. So welcome along, Jack, and good to have you in here tonight, all the way out from Bernie, Texas. We're going to get y'all moved over into round number 4. Round number 4 is all about punk rock. Punk rock. We're going to see how you do in this. But, of course, y'all know the drill. Before we get started with this, we got to let you know you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check in to tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. And speak of the devil, looks like we got some people. Oh, we got Jack in the Discord. Somebody in the welcome committee, go in there and get Jack in here so we can play. Good to see you. You're officially, now all you got to do is go hit the join tab over there, Jack, and you're completely in, man. You're in like Flynn. Doesn't cost anything to become a member. So go throw your call sign in there. We look forward to seeing you around here. All right, so let's start up round number 4. Let's see how y'all do at this whole punk rock thing. Question number 1. What Sex Pistols song was banned from BBC Radio in 1977? Looking like God Save the Queen coming in the number 1 spot. Anarchy in the UK, number 2. Submission, number 3. Nobody picked on Pretty Vacant. So what Sex Pistols song was banned from the BBC radio in 1977? Anybody? Anybody? God Save the Queen. The Sex Pistols' anti-monarchy song, God Save the Queen, earned them a total ban from BBC Radio in 1977, with some in the government calling for the band to be charged with treason. Wow, check that out. Question number 2. Which popular Netflix show first season heavily featured the Clash's Should I Stay or Should I Go? All right, Jack, KI5TKR, you are officially in on the Discord. I just went over there and got that done for you, man. All right, so let's see what we're thinking here. Stranger Things coming in number 1, followed by Squid Game, Russian Doll, and You. The correct answer is, I think y'all know, Stranger Things. In the first season of Stranger Things, the Clash's 1982 single Should I Stay or Should I Go served as a major plot device in several episodes, ultimately earning an Emmy nomination for Outstanding Music Supervision. Question number 3. Which famous symbol of horror punk is used by the Misfits? So y'all are going for the red, and then we've got blue, and then a tie for the green and the orange. That's just the way it is. Those of you that picked red, otherwise known as the Crimson Ghost Misfits logo, y'all are the ones that got that right. 68% of you. Came out in 1940s from a 1946 film serial of the same name. Question number 4. What earlier 1980s documentary has long been considered the definitive account of the Los Angeles hardcore... wow. Los Angeles, how about that hardcore punk scene? Oh, it was a tight squeeze there for a second, but the decline of Western civilization beat out You Weren't There just a little bit. And we got a tie for Hype and Salad Days. So let's see who is correct. It is those that picked The Decline of Western Civilization. 1981's The Decline of Western Civilization by Wayne's World 1992 director Penelope Spheris is follows pioneering LA hardcore bands Black Flag, Germs, and the Circle Jerks. The film was selected for preservation in the National Film Registry in 2016. All right, question number 5 and halfway through round number 4. What punk record label was started by skate punk pioneers NoFX in 1990? Well, it looks like almost half. 40% went with Fat Wreck Chords. And y'all are correct. It was one of the most successful independent labels of all times. And it was started by Fat Mike and his wife in 1990. All right, so we're halfway through, which means it's time to see who our punk rock king is, and that's Thomas, KI5OMW in the number 1 spot. Robert, KB5PBM, another newbie for tonight. Welcome, Robert, and congrats on the number 2. And we got Ashley, KI5MVF in the number 3 spot. So y'all check out your scores, and while you're doing that, one more time, we got to let you know you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check in to tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. But you better hurry up because we got 5 questions left and the Trivia Net's going to be done. If you want to do it, all you have to do is point your web browser to n50ak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. And it looks like the Crossroads Ham Radio Club is representing in this round, to say the least. All right, this is it. Question number 6. This is the last time you get to do this. Y'all place your bets. Here we go. Which of these U.S. cities was the first stop on the Warp Tour when it began in 1995? All right, let's see what y'all think. Detroit is the number one answer. Los Angeles coming in second. Salt Lake City third. And only one person was Boise. Let's see what is correct. Boise is the correct answer. And if we flash up the screen, it looks like, Incognito was the only one that knew what that one was. The Warped Tour was the largest touring music festival on Earth until it ended in 2019, and it all started on June 21st, 1995 in Boise, Idaho. Boise, Idaho. All right. Question number 7. Which of these Black Flag vocalists had the longest stint as the band's frontman? Y'all are going with Henry Rollins. Could that be correct? It is indeed. Los Angeles hardcore punks Black Flag had a revolving door of lead singers, with Henry Rollins lasting the longest at 6 years. He made it 6 years. Question number 8. What was Green Day's original band name before changing it in 1989? Is Green Day punk? Number 1 answer on the board is the Wannabes. Very appropriate. Followed by Sweet Children, the Lashes, and the Toilet Boys. All right, so let's see. What was Green Day back in the day? They were Sweet Children. Sweet Children were very popular in the burgeoning San Francisco Bay Area punk scene, eventually recording the 1990 album 39 Smooth under the name Green Day. All right. Question number 9. What influential hardcore punk rock band is credited with creating the word mosh? I totally would have been guessing at this. So y'all went with Bad Brains. That was where you went. Minor Threat coming in second. 7 seconds third. Nobody picked on Integrity. So which hardcore band is responsible for the word mosh? Well, y'all are right with Bad Brains. HR, lead singer of Bad Brains, is from Jamaica and would often tell crowds to mash into each other, but his accent made it sound like mosh, and it just stuck from there. So there you have it. We don't have a mash pit. We have a mosh pit. Question number 10 and the end of round number 4. Let's see what this one does. What music magazine was established by punk icon Tim Yohannan in the early 1980s? Seriously, nobody picks Sniffin' Glue. Come on, guys. All right, so Punk Planet is coming in number 1, followed by Maximum Rock and Roll and Kerrang. Let's see who got it right. It's those that pick Maximum Rock and Roll. Not-for-profit punk zine Maximum Rock and Roll was started in 1982 by Tim, founder of the Alternative Music Foundation, an all-age venue on Gilman Street in Berkeley, California, where bands like Green Day got their start. Well, that's the end. That's going to do it for round number 4. Let's add up your scores and see who did what. Oh, check it out. Incognito, number 1. Number 1 indeed. Ashley and Jeffrey, KI5MVF number 2, and Thomas, KI5OMW number 3. Looks like Doug is saying the link to the KA5D system is gone. Uh-oh. They're dropping like flies. It's not even that late. Yeah, that thing should be on for a little bit longer. So it's a good thing that we're almost done with the net. Let's see. All right. Nope, looks like we're good. All right, so we would love to talk to Incognito, but they don't want us to know who they are. So let's go talk to Ashley, KI5MVF. She's in the number 2 spot. You got 4 wrong, but you're still in the number 2 spot. So let's see which one's got you.
Knew a few, a lot. Sorry, I woke up Jeffrey talking, and he tends to freak out when he gets woken up. That was funny. I don't even know. I guessed on most of them. There were only a couple that I knew, mainly the Green Day one. Back to you.
Roger, Roger. Well, hey, guessing is good as long as it's right, and you seem to make that happen. Let's go talk to Thomas, KI5OMW. Thomas did the same thing, 6 out of 10, 341 points. Thomas, which one's got you?
Good evening, Rusty. This is KI5OMW. Thomas. Yeah, I'm familiar with a lot of punk rock, but some of these still got me. The documentary about the LA hardcore punk scene, I missed that one. And the first stop of the Warped Tour, didn't know that one either. And let's see what else. Green Day's original name, didn't get that one either. So did okay, I think, though. Guessed at some of them and got lucky. But back to you, Rusty. KI5OMW.
Roger, Roger. Well, hey, congrats on the number 3 spot. So here we go. We're going to add up all the scores and see who did what, who is the official winner in tonight's Friday night Trivia Net. The answer is, of course it is, Kent, KI5RBT in the number 1 spot. Ashley, KI5MVF, look at you in the number 2 spot. And Incognito in the number 3 spot. So let's go chat with Kent, KI5RBT, and see what he and Ben are up to this weekend.
I think the only thing we've talked about so far is going to the shooting range, but not sure about that yet. I've got to clean my new gun and get it ready. I don't know how I want. I'm gonna throw props out to whoever it was that just tore that last round up. I know they're Incognito and everything, but that was impressive. KI5RBT.
Yeah, so while we got you here, how's the new ham shack going? Is it move-inable, or is it still under construction?
I'm still prohibited from entering the room because my stepdaughter's stuff is still probably about 3 feet thick on the floor. They're moving the stuff to storage. She's gone off to college, so she's basically downtown Austin. But during the trivia game tonight, I've been making out my shopping list to make sure what I have left to buy. I'm gonna get some countertops at IKEA and a few other things. But I've got a lot of stuff ready for it, and just got to start putting it together. KI5RBT.
Nothing like making a list of stuff to buy. That's the best. Well, all right, man. We all have fun this weekend. Hope you get to go out to the range. Ashley, KI5MVF, number 2 for the Trivia Net this week. Ashley, what are you doing this weekend?
Hopefully not a whole lot. Jeffrey's work has been really insane, and this is his first weekend off in quite a while, hence why he was already dozing before the trivia night even started. We just started binging a new show called Severance. If anyone is looking for a new show and hasn't watched it yet, it is really good. It's on Apple TV+. So we will probably crush that whole season this weekend. Back to you, Rusty. Thanks for a great trivia night as always.
Very cool. Yeah, I just started watching Better Call Saul. It finally, I got done with Breaking Bad, a couple of months ago. And so, yeah, I'm on just now starting season 3 of Better Call Saul. So I know all about crawling into a good TV show. That and Archer started up again on Wednesday. I was so excited, even though Mallory is no longer with us. So, well, all right, you and Jeffrey have fun. Maybe we'll see you out on the Fox Hunt Trail. We're going to go to Incognito in the number 3 spot, but we got to pass over him because he's being all incognito-y. And let's go talk to Philip, AC5G, our Fox for the weekend. What's going on this weekend, Philip?
Hey there, Rusty. Well, probably try to go out and hunt down Sky's Fox that he's got out. See if I can take my daughter out with me tomorrow morning and do that. And other than that, not too much going on. Might have to hop into that of Archer you were just talking about and see what's going on with that. AC5G, back to net.
Yeah, I was so sad when Jessica Walters died, and we're not going to get her. She was my favorite character on that show, to be quite honest, so I'm going to miss her dearly. But it's still Archer, and it's still good, but man, I'm going to miss her. All right, well, let's go talk to Joshua, W5MVD. He came in the 5th place. Joshua, what you got going on this weekend, man?
Oh, I don't know anything too exciting. I got a lot of stuff to do around the house, just chores and playing catch up, and none of that fun stuff. If it cooperates, I may try to get a 40-meter antenna working and tuned up, but try to be lazy. I guess that's about it.
Yep, same here. My birthday was last Monday, so I partied last weekend. So I am staying low-key this weekend and just doing a whole lot of nothing. Well, let's go chat with Sally, KI5RXT. She's the number 6 spot. Congratulations, Sally. You got anything fun going on this weekend?
Well, before I tell you that, Rusty, I've got to tell you belated happy birthday. I just was up in Fort Worth with 3 family members that had birthdays, so happy birthday to you. I don't have anything too exciting. Working in my garden again, and sowed a bunch of carrots and beets today, and I'm cleaning out a little outbuilding shed that I built about 10 years ago, and I don't think I've ever cleaned it, and I was dodging the rat snakes today. That was a whole lot of fun, so I'm going to finish that up tomorrow and hopefully not accidentally grab one. But, yeah, that's what I got going on. Back to you, KI5RXT.
Watch out for those rat snakes. They'll surprise you every time. Well, good luck on that, and congratulations on the number 6 spot, and thank you for the birthday wishes. That was very sweet. Bill, W5ITZ, I think the last time I talked to him, they were going to have a breakfast last Saturday, and they were doing some testing. So how did that go? And you got anything else going on this weekend, man?
W5ITZ. Hey, Rusty, it went really well. In fact, Thomas that placed earlier upgraded to amateur extra class last Saturday, and we had another upgrade to general, so really good test session and good attendance at the breakfast. Got all my yard work done this afternoon, so we can head out to Spring tomorrow and celebrate my oldest son's birthday, so really looking forward to that. And other than that, just hanging out and enjoying family time. W5ITZ, back to you, Rusty.
Fantastic. Well, and congratulations, Thomas, on your extra, man. Good for you. I did that long ago just to get it done with, so I bet you're glad that you can turn the dial anywhere you want, man. Well, all right, Bill, have a good weekend and be safe on your drive out to spring. Let's go talk to Jared, N5AFC, and the number 8 spot on the Trivia Net tonight. Jared, what you got going on this weekend?
Oh, well, yeah, super exciting. I've got drill weekend for the Texas State Guard, different from the Texas National Guard, so if you want to Google that, go ahead. But, yeah, I've been gonna go. I've been in for about 3 years, and I'm gonna go do some training and get all the unit ready to respond to emergencies and disasters. So, N5AFC.
Well, very cool, man. Good luck with that, and I hope it goes well and you're successful in your duties. Let's talk to Leslie, KI5NLC, and the number 10 spot. She's above Leonard and the number 14 spot. Leslie, what do you and Leonard got going on this weekend? Oh, something tells me might not be able to get in. So y'all have a good weekend, and we look forward to hearing from you next weekend. Let's go talk to Steve, KG5LAA. He's in the number 10 spot of the net tonight. Steve, what you doing this weekend, man?
Good evening, Rusty, and happy belated birthday to you. Unfortunately, I have nothing good going on this weekend and absolutely nothing fun. No shortage of items on the honey-do list, so there's plenty of work around the house and out in the yard if I choose to. Maybe I might get in a little antenna work, but I doubt it. But that's all for me. KG5LAA, back to net.
Roger, Roger. Well, there's your top 10 players on the Friday night Trivia Net tonight. And you know what that means? It's time to move over into the elimination round. So for those of you who are new and have never played with us before, the elimination round doesn't count for anything other than a fun way for us to kick you out and send you home. The Trivia Net is over, and the important part about the elimination round is that once you're done, once you're wrong, you're done. So don't be fast, just be right. Take your time. You got 15 seconds, just like you had on the other ones. We got 10 questions here, and we'll see who does what. But it's always fun. We try to start them off a little easier, and then they progressively get harder. So it's time for the elimination round. We're going to let all the repeaters in the network take a quick breath, and when we come back, we will be at question number 1 for the elimination round. We'll see how y'all do. All right, question number 1. What does the acronym HBO stand for? Oh, we were so close. We were so close. We had 100% for so long. All right. Home box office at 95%, and then we got huge broadcast options at 5%. The correct answer is home box office for sure. That leaves us with 19 survivors, and we got 1 eliminated. Oh, and it was the fart bucket. Oh, nice fart bucket. All right, question number 2. In 2020, KFC partnered with this company to make KFC footwear, complete with removable chicken gibbets. So let's see what we think. 63% went with Crocs. We got Skechers coming in second, Nike third. Nobody picked on Teva. Let's see who is correct. The ones that picked Crocs, 63% get to stick around. That means we got 12 survivors and we got 9 people eliminated. Oh, Scott, KI5OBD, good night, sir. It's good to have you in the game, man. Miresto, KI5SYX, and KI5PZN are no longer in the game. Night, y'all. Philip, AC5G, thanks for putting out the box, man. Dave, KI5STT, Thomas, KI5OMW, enjoy that extra this weekend, man. Steve, KG5LAA, and Jason, KB5MPJ. All right, we got 12 people still hanging out in the game. Let's see what question number 3 is going to do to y'all. In what board game would you use this die? Well, you lit up all the buttons. Categories coming in number 1. We got a tie for code names and upwards for second and third, and bananagrams coming in fourth. The correct answer is categories. The 20-sided letter die used in the game's categories does not have the letters Q, U, V, X, Y, or Z. So let's see what we got. We got 6 survivors. We got 16 people no longer with us. John and Diane, KE5RS, thank y'all for playing tonight. Aaron, AI5HP. Kent, KI5RBT, good night, sir. Bill, W5ITZ. Leonard, KI5NLC. And Rick, AI5A. Oh, man, we're down to 6 people. Let's see what question number 4 does. What is the chemical symbol for iron? So 100% went with FE. Is that correct? It is indeed, which means we got 6 people hanging out with us again for question number 5. Let's see if we can eliminate some people with this one. In what Major League Baseball stadium would you see this monstrosity in left field? $80 went with Fenway Park, 20% Comerica Park. Nobody for Citi Field or Great American Ballpark. Let's see who's right. It's the 80% with Fenway Park. All right, so that leaves us down to 4 survivors, and that means we're getting rid of Jared, N5AFC, and Ashley, KI5MVF. So it's down to Incognito, Sky, Leslie, and Sally. I love it. All right, let's see what question number 6 is going to do. What cult's tragic end in 1997 forced Nike to discontinue their Decades line of shoes? $100% went with Heaven's Gate. Let's see. Oh, that is correct. We got 4 people moving in. Oh, man. All right. Let's see if we might make it to question number 10. Question number 7. What was the name of the indigenous mascot for Land O'Lakes Butter that was finally retired in 2020? Survey says Maya. Nobody picked Mia, Maria, or Mary. So what was the name of the mascot on the Land O'Lakes Butter? The correct answer is Mia. Everybody got it wrong. No more survivors. We got to say goodnight to Sally, KI5RXT, Leslie, KI5NLC, Sky, N5LX, and Incognito. Oh, man. Question number 7 took y'all all out. Haha, that's too great. Well, that's going to do it for tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net. We hope y'all had a good time hanging out with us. The Friday Night Trivia Net is a service of the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club, call sign N5OAK, and made possible through the generosity of people just like you. For more information on the club, becoming a member, or to learn how you can donate, visit us online at n5oak.org. I would also like to thank Kyle, KA5D, and the Crossroads Ham Radio Club for linking their repeater systems for tonight's game. If you'd like to see all the fun things they're up to or just want more information about the KA5D or W5LCR repeater systems, visit them online at ka5d.com or crhrc.org. And before you close that web browser, stop by, check out the BBS, play some door games. Trade Wars is my favorite of all time. You can also check out TriviaNet, player rankings, stats, net logs, net check-ins, you name it. It can all be found on the website as well. Don't forget, this weekend we got the N5LX and the AC5G Fox Hunt. We got 2 foxes out in Travis County, so y'all go get on that. All the details can be found in the Fox Hunt channel on Discord. And if you're not a member of Discord, then go get on it. n5oak.org. Scroll down to the bottom. You'll see the Discord thing. Hit the join button, and you can hang out with us on Discord. That's where everything that we do gets told about. Those of you in Austin, next weekend, September 3rd, we got an ARRL test session at the Wells Branch building. All the details can be found on our website as well. And don't forget the Wind Down Net by Modesto, KI5PZN and KI5SYX every Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. on all your favorite frequencies. This is WZ5BBS, and it's time to bring tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net to a close. I'm going to signal all the repeaters to switch back into regular amateur use. And while they're doing that, I'd like to thank y'all for inviting me into your home tonight. Y'all have a great weekend. Be safe, and we'll see you right here for the Friday Night Trivia Net next Friday. Y'all have a good night. 73, y'all.
KC5RXW mobile.